J. Trump and Kash Patel just announced Operation Summer Heat. There are riots everywhere. I'm going to show you deep in the trenches of Chirac today. Chicago-Iraq combo, which is currently taking over. It's kind of crazy. So we're going to be looking at that. We got people, killers getting released from jails. Again, obviously, no one's surprised. But the Don Cash combo's insane. They did an emergency press conference where they got together and they decided to announce that, yes, we are slapping our meat all over the table. And yes, you will be forced to look at it. So I'm going to show you a clip from the press conference that shook the world. And then I'm going to show you the leftoids rioting in the streets. And then I'm going to show you people getting dragged to jail. It's pretty great. Honestly, we're moving in a positive direction. So let's see what's going on in America.
It's a 3-month span. You had 8,700 arrests of violent criminals. You had 2,200 firearms.
I voted for this.
Seized off the streets permanently to safeguard our communities. You had 421 kilograms of fentanyl seized. Just to put that in perspective, that's enough to kill 55 million Americans alone.
Damn.
You had 45,000 kilograms of cocaine seized. And thanks to our Department of Justice partners, you had 2,100 indictments in 3 months, from June to September alone. Mr. President, that in and of itself would be historic for a 4-year presidency. You did that in 7 months because you let good cops be cops, and you partnered us with the right people, the Department of Justice, to put the handcuffs on and bring them to court and put them in prison. And if that weren't enough, when you look at the year, for the entire 7-month period that we're talking about here, if you look at the past 4 years of the Biden administration, 16,000, 17,000, 15,000,
God
15,000.
damn!
That's the number of arrests year over year of violent felons in this country for the Biden administration. Mr. President, in 7 months, you have 28,600 arrests of violent felons in just 7 months alone.
This is insane, by the way.
Because of your leadership and the dedication of the men and women at the FBI who want to go out there and do the job they were prevented from doing because that department used to be weaponized and politicized. And this is what happens when you take out the fangs of weaponization. This number is historic by every metric. 28,000 people have been arrested, violent felons alone. And then when you go over there and look at some of these charts, if you don't mind, I'll just hop over here.
Dude, how insane is this?
Look at the metrics for not just violent crime, but the homeland. Mr. President, during your administration, the FBI has found and located 5,400 children. That is a 30% increase year to date over the last administration. Violent crimes against children arrests alone are up 10%.
Bro.
Gang arrests are up 210% in the last 7 months alone. And transnational organized crime, which Stephen Miller has been a great partner in, is up over 12% alone. These numbers are historic just as a snapshot. But just so people don't think we're focusing on violent crime alone, the national security mission, Mr. President, under your leadership has never been stronger.
Is that not insane? Is that not absolute insanity? Dude, I think that, I don't know, man. I think that's absolute insanity. I think that's absolute insanity. Holy crap. Holy meoly. So this is a huge W, I think, and everyone that voted for him agrees. We should absolutely get rid of all of these retards immediately. And speaking of retards, let me introduce you to a new one. She is Kendra Briggs, a judge of nebulous ethnic background that is and nebulous sex that is deciding to fall into literally every single one of the stereotypes of these nebulous sex and ethnic background. So you all remember, this is Big Balls. He was a member of Doge. He got they almost killed him. A couple of youths, this is where the meme started from, a couple of youths popped out of nebulous ethnic background. They were black, and they beat the shit out of him to an inch of his life. He protected a random woman that was getting mugged, and they almost killed him. Thank God he's fine. Scarred, obviously. And those youths were arrested, obviously, because, you know, they tried to kill an innocent man. Kendra Briggs, woke judge, activist extraordinaire, allowed the 2 youths who jumped Big Balls to avoid jail and sentenced them to probation, stating her job is to rehabilitate and not punish. So it's not a policing problem anymore, nearly as much as an actual government judge court problem. These people, she should lose her position immediately. This is attempted murder because I have eyes. All right, everyone with eyes knows that this is attempted murder. These people need to be out of society forever. Like, it is absolutely insane and unreal that we need to put up with a society of people leaving this shit out. It is a war. It is a war. Nux, you're being hyperbolic. Well, I don't know. What do you do when one side lets criminals out of jail every time they get arrested? And then on the other side, you have people that arrest criminals and keep them there. What is it? This is like actual zombie hordes that no matter how many times you take them down, they just get back up and keep walking. You can't get them off the streets for good because the activist judges will feel bad for them. They didn't do nothing and they'll put them back out there. No, it is absolute insanity. This bureaucracy is cancer and it needs to be destroyed. So I want to make that clear. I want to make that very clear. But Nux, that sounds like very fascisty. I don't care what you call it. This shit needs to end immediately. Anyway, that's the Vance response. I don't give a shit, Karen. Nah, this is some zombie shit, for real, for real. Anyway, this is what Trump had to say about big balls getting out, and I'm really glad we have a president that's actually willing to put his big balls on the job, on the line, to actually talk about this, because this is a actual self-preservation problem in our country. All right, this is a rot in our nation, and it needs to be excised. All right, we gotta chemo this shit. It's evil.
Violent crime, sir. Here in D.C., a judge has given the two teenagers that beat up ex-Doge staffer Big Balls probation.
That's incredible.
And no jail time. Is this justice?
Jeanine Pirro is doing a fantastic job, and she is beside herself because you have these radical left judges that they beat the hell out of this guy, and there was many people against this one guy who was really trying to protect his girlfriend. He didn't want his hooded over the door but they really beat him up badly. That just happened, right? Yes. Wow, that's terrible. I think the judge should be ashamed of himself.
Please, Mr. President, only a female judge would do this. Are you joking?
It's a big problem.
Nux, I can't believe how sexist you are. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe for more globules.
You know, they can do their job, and then they go into a court, and the people are protected by these, I don't know where they come from.
What is it, hate monger? A female. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We know the problem. People are going to think I'm serious. And I am serious.
Where do these people come from? Where do the judges come from? I want to compliment on behalf of Pam and Todd and all of us because, Kash, I think that Jeanine has done a fantastic job. And the case I heard was like flawless. It's a flawless case. They have them on tape. They have everything.
That's the craziest, but they literally had everything. See, if this is an instance where you can't put these people in jail, I don't know what is. And then you see these absolute freaks on Twitter saying, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. They shouldn't go to jail just for being mentally ill. Yeah, fuck, they should. What, you want them killing more people because they're mentally ill, so you keep letting them out of absolute, put them in the hole. Put them in the hole.
And then a judge gives them a little probation. These are rough guys, and they're young, and if that happens, they're going to grow up. They're going to be real bad. They're going to cause a lot of problems. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Trump is, like, actually, doubling down. There's no, like, oh, that's the judge's decision. No, absolutely not. I think the right in America really came to a rude awakening where it turns out the other side wants us dead. And they will do anything in their power to kill us. Aside from, pull the actual trigger themselves, they're too much of a pussy. They just try to get the mentally unhinged Antifa retards to pull the trigger. By, inciting violence. They'll call you first they'll slander you. Then they'll try to jail you. Then they'll try to kill you. Then they'll celebrate your death. We're here. We're at that stage. And really, people have to understand that these people are an enemy to the good people of America. When they'll take people that are just going to straight up go around and beat the shit out of people and put them out of jails, they are an enemy of the nation. I think people are finally waking up to this fact, and this train is not stopping. It is absolutely not stopping. People don't understand the sleeping giant that they've awoken. There's no more both sides. There's no more bullshit. There's us not wanting to get murdered by you. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. A common atheist perspective, is, do you really need God to tell you the 10 Commandments? Like, thou shalt not murder? That's pretty basic. You need God to tell you that? If you need God to tell you that thou shalt not murder, then that's a you problem. This is like the classic gaytheist talking point. The evidence is you need God. Because these lefties didn't get the fucking memo. So anyway, moving on. This is something that's pretty insane that's been happening in society. So, New York City Antifa member Talia Jane Benora was at the Jan 6 in a MAGA costume. She was never charged with any crime that day. Very suspicious. So people are starting to realize that this is a Antifa member, a terrorist, as designated by the United States of America's government and president. So this is a Antifa terrorist, and you will notice this is her, Jan 6, in a Trump hat, not arrested. It's almost like the January 6th quote-unquote riot insurrection was caused by the 274 FBI agents and Antifa terrorists in the crowd. Very suspicious that the one violent riot that happened on the right was literally instigated. Or potentially, allegedly, maybe, possibly. Pretty weird how that keeps happening. Pretty freaking weird. Pretty odd, if I do say so myself. Now, Antifa in Portland are out here with laser pointers, trying to shine lasers to take down ICE helicopters. And now hospital helicopters can't fly through Portland because these people are terrorists. Right? You know, it's your classic bullshit. Your classic bullshit, you get it every day. Now, this is an Antifa terrorist named Seth Sinclair, who, let's just say, faced a little bit of FAFO.
That was uncalled for! That was uncalled for! No reason to push it like that! That was no! That was move!
Yeah, obviously there is very little patience given to these creatures anymore. Turns out we can actually just do things. I know, it's pretty insane. So this is, I think, a very telling clip. I actually love this clip personally because I think it tells you exactly what's going on in society. As you can see, here's ICE on one side, and then you get the rioters on the other side. And this clip is going super viral on Leftoid Twitter. And this is amazing because Leftoid Twitter is not happy with this clip. Right, dude throws a smoke bomb, tear gas, or whatever the fuck. And the Leftoids, they start running. Alright, get ready.
Get back!
Get ready for what really pissed them off. For the record, I think we have to start like actually arresting terrorists a lot, actually.
Alma. Where is she at? I don't know.
I mean, they're blocking your road, right? They should all go to jail. What are we even talking about? Yeah. Not going well. Now, you might not have noticed it. With absolutely zero regard for safety, ICE escalation in Chicago leaves baby in harm's way. Trump's America. These goons are seeking escalation. You probably didn't notice it, but there was a baby here somewhere, and Trump's goons put a baby in harm's way. You brought a baby to a fucking riot fighting with ICE agents? Like, dude, this is literally Hamas human shields tactics. Like, are we fucking kidding me? Like, it's insane that people believe this and buy this even a little bit. Like, you brought a baby to a riot. All right, the parents need it immediately. Like, dude, You take that child away from their parents. This is complete insanity, complete and utter insanity, dude. Now, a lot of people started noticing society is getting a little bit hairy. So first I wanted to show you this new BLM clip. So Black Lives Matter, obviously very upset at what's going on over here, but just want to hear your opinion. Before we turn to Black Lives Matter, I need to know, I'm just giving you the rundown on everything going on in America, and it's going to be great.
Warrant for robbery. Turn around. Robbery. Turn around. I'm not... Turn around. No fucking robbery.
All right, you're arrested. We have a warrant for robbery to arrest you.
Yes, you do.
I don't got no fucking robbery, man.
Turn around.
I ain't robbed nobody, dude. No, man, get the fuck away from me,
Bro, just literally, just comply. Just fucking comply.
83, send us some other car.
Violation of no, man. Man, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. Get the fuck away from me, man. Get the fuck away from me, dude. Get the fuck away from me.
Taser, now! Get on the ground now!
And they shocked him like Hassan shocks his dog. Now, this was a man of questionable ethnic background. He might have been a very dark-skinned white person. I personally did not do a DNA test. I personally don't know. He got the Hassan dog treatment there. It was not a good day. But he didn't do nothing. Black Lives Matter is saying, how dare you tase a man just like that. No, actually, you do fucking tase a man just like that, actually. No, actually, you absolutely definitely do that. Because they have a warrant for his arrest for robbery. He refused to go in. You fucking blast him. Obviously, you don't kill him. You tase him. You bring him in. We'll see if he didn't do nothing or if maybe he did. Again, I am very into this whole law and order part of society. God, tasers are amazing. Don't use them on your pets, though. That's specifically for Hamas terrorists and leftists. Now, interestingly enough, speaking of the way society's been going, here is a woman who's absolutely livid at this state of the world.
What the hell am I holding?
Oh my God. There are aisles of Walmart that are literally blocked off.
Do you see this, America? Or, I mean, actually, Europe, if you're not in America.
Oh my God, they're literally blocking off areas of Walmart that you need special employee escorts to get to. You need escorts. I wonder why. Woman, it's called a low trust society, and you voted for it. How do you know she voted for that? Statistics, my friend. Statistics. Let me tell you about stats. Per capita, it's women. All right, that's the stats. All right, I'm glad we were able to come to the conclusion. Per capita, women. All right, we're glad we're on the same page. Good. So yeah. Anyway, she voted for this. You voted for this. Yep. All of the soft on crime, the over empathy. That is a statistically woman problem. All right, I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just literally saying the fact. AOC, Congresswoman, said stealing is not really wrong. That's where we're at. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. You're surprised. Her mom took Tylenol and then she voted for this. And now she's wondering why she lives in a society like this. Now, she's not racist. But, anyway, let's move on. So Nick Shirley is a reporter that decided to go to Chicago. Chirac, as they call it. And apparently shit gets really crazy in Chirac because it got absolutely diabolical over there. He went to start actually talking to people protesting ICE agents. We're getting an inside scoop on all of it. Let's see what this is all about. We gotta understand what's happening to America because Operation Midnight Heat is taking effect, and I'm excited to actually see criminals go away. What's Chirac? That's Chicago, but it's controlled by retards. Retard Chicago is Chirac. A nickname like Chirac is earned, not assigned. Okay, now. The thing about Chirac that's very important for all of you to be aware of is that we don't have to live like this. The reason why we are living like this is because of the leftoids. You have to understand. It's because of the overly empathetic, hyper-feminized society of judges that'll keep letting people out and people telling you, how dare you be racist? And then crimes just aren't actually enforced and punishments aren't actually enforced nearly as close as they should be, because realistically I'm a big fan of let's just say biblical law and order, and this would not happen if we actually followed basic law and order tenets. I personally believe in judging every person based on their merit, not based on the color of their skin. So that means if they are of a minority, they should be held to the absolute utmost accountability. And fuck you. We on the same page? That's the stance of the channel.
All right, we're gonna go make an arrest right now. They have a guy right here. Here we go.
Alright, fucking Nazis. Oh my god, it's just like that one guy in my chat that I'm about to ban who keeps calling me a Nazi and a fascist. That's crazy.
Are you worried about being deported now? Been a wild.
Oh no! Bro, there's no way he's gonna be a fucking journalist over there. Are you worried about being deported? Oh! Oh! Yes. Yes, he was.
Few weeks here in America, and now I'm in Chicago. In Chicago, it already erupted last week, and the eruption continues. Right now, I'm outside of ICE Detention Facility Center. Just the other day, ICE had to shoot at one of the protesters because they were armed as well, and their life was at threat. They barricaded a car.
Oh my god! They actually threatened his life, dude. It's insane that we're living like this. It really is. It is insane that we're living like this. Dude, you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm a retard on the internet, okay? I have the right of freedom of speech. I say shit, and I get death threats every single day. This dude actually goes out there, so he gets them in person. I at least get them through the internet. It is absolutely insane that we need to live like this, for the record. That doesn't make any sense. And anyone that, in my opinion, anyone that is not that's in the know, that's not saying what I'm saying, is honestly because they're scared. And could you even blame them? Could you blame them for being scared? It's like, dude, the vitriol against ICE agents is insane. Like, dude, they sent, do you have any idea? They send me clips of women crying that their abuela got deported. All right? Do you understand how insane it is? Their abuela gets deported, and they start crying that their abuela is deported after being in America for 20 years. And then they tag me on that tweet and send me death threats. I have nothing to do with this. But I'm so sorry, abuela. Bye. Bye, abuela. Bye-bye. Bye, abuela. That's all I have to say. Bye, abuela. You here for 20 fucking years? You're gonna become a fucking citizen? You gonna get your papers in order? Sorry, abuela. You gotta go. You gotta go, abuela. I don't want to be rude here. You're not legal here? Bye. Bye, abuela. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, no. A woman is crying. Quick. Tear up the Constitution. You could simply fuck yourself.
And Chicago PD stood down and did not go in support of the ICE agents, so.
Yeah, because the blue police are kind of in cahoots with their local governments.
Things are getting crazy here inside Chicago. I will also be doing a ride-along with ICE in this same video showing both sides.
Do you think that abuela, just thinking about this out loud, do you think that abuela is going to be paying us back, like, for all the social benefits she got for the last 20 years where she wasn't legal here? Where she was a leech on the system for 20 years? Do you think she's ever going to pay us back? I have a feeling she's not. So, I'm really sorry you're crying, lady, but you can go with your abuela. If you want to go with your abuela.
From the protesters and the ICE agents. Who knows what's going to happen. We got somebody underneath arrest right here. They just stepped over the boundary and now they have been arrested. And these people right here are the Cook County Sheriff Police. This is not the National Guard here. This is the Cook County Chicago Police.
Can rethink your life.
I can see.
All right, I found the clip. I found the actual clip with the abuela. Look.
You missed the numbers. Look at guys. Look at this fascist.
Liberal woman breaks down in tears after her mother was deported for being in the U.S. illegally for 30 years. Maybe this wasn't the clip. I was thinking of a different clip. But there's so many of them. Like, they try so hard to guilt trip you. It's insane. Like, they try to guilt trip you to the extreme. And, you know, this must work on, like, some leftoids. This must work on libtards.
That's her.
Like, this was on MSNBC.
It's her.
I'm so sorry to be the one to show you this picture of your mother. What's it like for you to see her there with her ponytail and her backpack and her pink sweatpants talking to these guys with guns and masks and their bulletproof vests?
Like, it's crazy because she's obviously traumatized that they're deporting her mother. And this dude works for the news and he's literally just fucking poking her to try to get an emotional response to manipulate the people. Like, why is the media the enemy of the people? I don't understand. Like, do you understand how like, you have to understand, this is insanity. Like, this dude is like, how does it feel to see a picture of your mother with her backpack and her pink boots? Talking to this big scary man with guns and masks. This is fucking evil fuck. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, based off her facial expression, she looks ready to cry. And that saddens me because she just wanted to go to the store. She was gonna make some albondigas, which is basically a meatball stew.
Bro, think about how many albondigas she could have made if she was legal in the country. Bye. I'm sorry, we have laws. They get enforced. I don't care if a woman is crying. We're not tearing up the Constitution because a woman is crying. Sorry, don't care. Bye. All right? Illegal in the country? Leave. Literally leave. Not my problem. And you know what? She wouldn't have ever had to met those men with masks and guns. Did you know that? She never had to see those guys if she would have self-deported. That's right. She could have either stayed in the country and become legal or self-deported because she wasn't legal to be here. She could have picked either of those two options. She decided to pick the FAFO option, and she fought and she fought and she's out. And sorry, not my problem. We're not tearing the Constitution because a woman is crying. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. But look, your suffering does not bring me joy. All right, I see some people saying they're suffering. Your suffering does not bring me joy. But the fact that she was deported does bring me joy. I'm sorry. Sorry if that sounded heartless. We gotta get them out. All of them. Every single illegal one. Also, if you want to pay back taxes for 20 years, that would be appreciated.
You're very passionate about this cause that you guys are out here fighting for. What's your message to the Cook County police officers here today?
That the Illinoisans are being kidnapped by ICE.
Kidnapped. No one's getting kidnapped. Not a single person got kidnapped.
Daily and put in that detention facility in unsafe.
I think he means arrested.
Unhealthy conditions.
How do you know it's unhealthy?
And these guys are more concerned with us peacefully protesting in support of our fellow Illinoisans.
Yeah, they don't care about the peaceful protest. They care that you're killing them. Are you retarded? They care that you're killing them. Maybe not you personally, fat ass, but other people are killing them.
Then they are concerned about freeing fellow Illinoisans from kidnapping.
The big
also, they're very likely not fellow Illinoisans. They might not even be American.
controversy here was initially the National Guard was going to be here, and now it's the Cook County Sheriff Police that are out here. Do you still have hatred towards them as well?
These guys are Illinoising, you know what I mean?
I think they're more professional than ICE, and they must feel embarrassed by ICE. But if they're standing against us and not against ICE, then they're not with us, and I don't support them.
Some people are comparing...
Bro, are we serious? Are we being so serious right now? Really? Are we supposed to be taking our mental cues from this troglodyte, bro? What are we even doing, man? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh my god. Oh god, help us. They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo, bro. They did not get the memo. They didn't get the memo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Please help this person figure out that she's retarded or he's retarded. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, it has to figure out it's retarded at some point.
ICE and the feds, and now they're calling Cook County as well, the sheriff police. They're referring to them as the Gestapo. Do you think that's a fair?
I think that's absolutely a fair comparison.
All right, it's a man.
Because what did the Gestapo do that was so terrible?
He even has a fucking beard.
They hauled
Oh my god, look at this guy.
people off without due process.
Wearing like one piece shit. That's crazy.
What is ICE doing? That exact same thing.
No, ICE is not hauling anyone off without due process. That's a lie. You're all being fed a lie. They have due process. That's a lie. The due process is, oh, you're not legal in the country? Okay, you could leave now. That's it. Yep. That's it. My mom always said, don't judge a book by its cover. But this is its cover, okay? So what do you want me to say? You know...
Thing, you could make an argument that the more local law enforcement is not that, and sure, they even if they're not taking part.
Bro, did this dude tattoo his phone number on his wrist?
In the actual.
You can't see it from my avatar. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you, man. Like, dude, I don't know why we're doing. Like, look at this. He literally put his fucking phone number on his wrist. That's neurotic, bro. Oh God.
Hauling off of people, they're actively facilitating the taking of people that have been kidnapped and moving them somewhere else. So they're participating, even if they're not officially part of ICE. They are participating in that process of disappearing people.
Can I just say ICE is based as fuck? Can I just say that ICE is so good for like all the shit that ICE is getting, and they are out there and they are fucking fighting to get these illegals out of our country, baby. Every one of them, yeah. ICE, baby. Let's go. Let's go. God bless ICE.
So I'd say that a comparison of them to the Gestapo is perfectly valid at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you say that you're condoning murdering them, you have to understand what we're doing here. So if you want to own that, you can own it. But then we're gonna have to arrest you for being a terrorist, which I think this person should probably already be in an asylum. I'll be real here. Like, this is someone that probably should be treated like a schizophrenic. This is insane.
What do you think when Chrissy Nome came here?
I think it was just a photo op for, Ice Barbie. And I don't, if she had to go to the bathroom, she could have gone to the detention center. Or the facility's so bad there that Ice Barbie can't go there. I don't know.
Who's the Ice Barbie?
Chrissy Nome. The dog killer. She's like Trump's cabinet official that's above ICE. People call her Ice Barbie online.
And what should they do with the illegal migrants that did come over the border illegally?
This isn't about illegal migrants. They're arresting
That's how you know you're talking to someone that knows what they're saying.
And detaining U.S. citizens who happen to be brown.
All right. They're literally not doing this. Like it is insanity. They're literally not even doing this.
People who are driving while brown. They're arresting people who are in the process of getting citizenship or asylum. They go to citizenship
You mean people that are not here legally?
hearings and steal people before they become citizens. It's
No
about
one gets stolen before they become citizens. That means they're literally here illegally, not citizens. Do you understand how insane this is? Oh my God. Then they are not here legally. Bro.
not kidnapping brown people. There's 70 or 80% of the people they've picked up are either citizens or legal residents. This is not about illegal.
Yeah, because you guys are literally stopping and blocking ICE from moving around. You are being violent. You're lighting cars on fire and throwing bricks at ICE officers. Of course they're going to arrest you. They're not trying to deport you.
Immigration at all. That's a red herring.
So what's your message to the ICE agents here?
Lick my balls, get the fuck off my lands. Think about what the
your lands. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man.
You're doing. This is colonization in real time. You're seeing
colonization. But this motherfucker thinks he owns Chicago. Everything's colonization. Everything's a colonizer. Everything's the same problem. Oh my God. Holy shit. Dude, I don't know, man. Every time I see one of these people crying about colonizing, I start liking colonizing even more. This is insane.
Colonization in real time. They're colonizing Gaza.
Gaza! Oh my fucking God, dude. I can't believe we're actually doing this, man. I can't believe it. You're fucking Chicago, my guy. Oh. My dude's in Chicago. Unemployed, no land, they're colonizing Gaza. It's insane that we need to live like this, you know? Like, this dude is just a generic, I care about the current thing kind of shit.
Colonizing here, Chicago.
Yeah, Israel, the 51st state. Gaza, the 51st state. Dude, I don't even know what's going on here. This Palestine shit's insane. None of these people give a shit about Palestine, for the record. It's just another buzzword to add. Like, it's unbelievable.
It's just a continuation of a colonization. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
This has nothing to do with colonization. You are actually retarded. You are like, and again, where do you fucking find these people?
Who do you think this land belongs to?
It belongs to the Potawatomi, the Miami, the Illinois, the Anishinaabe, the Ojibwe, and any peaceful people that could come here and get along with anybody, you're welcome. But if you don't like my people, get the f*** on.
Oh my god, dude. Get over it. I'm sorry, but get over it. Okay? It happened a long time ago. Alright, get over it. Like, can we please stop? Can we please stop? I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude here, but holy shit, this is pathetic as fuck. Like, dude, they conquered it, and it's theirs now. Unfortunately for you, that's just how it works. And we're not going back in time to re-divvy the land up. Everyone goes back to where their fucking ancestors popped out of wherever they came from. Like, do you understand how retarded this is? It's a colonizer, it's a colonized land, it's an evil land, evil colonized land. For the record, it's not stolen land. All right, I saw Congresswoman Anna Presley decide to say that, Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. We are all on stolen land. Trying to Republicans whitewash American history. We acknowledge our country's role in inflicting trauma on our indigenous neighbors. We'll keep celebrating their contributions, centering Native voices in our policymaking, and building a more equitable future. To be clear, this is conquered land. It's not stolen land. It is a difference. It is a difference. And every single time someone virtue signals, this clip ends up on my feed.
Sitting Bull requested this council. We await his words.
Take your soldiers out of here. They scare the game away.
Very well, sir. Tell me then, how far away should I take my men?
You must take them out of our lands.
What precisely are your lands?
These are the lands where my people lived before you whites first came.
I don't understand. We whites were not your first enemies. Why don't you demand back the land in Minnesota where the Chippewa and others forced you from years before?
The Black Hills are sacred land given to my people by Wakantonka.
Not very convenient to cloak your claims in spiritualism. And what would you say to the Mormons and others who believe that their God has given to them Indian lands in the West?
I would say they should listen to Wakantonka.
Hey, this is gonna work. This is on my feed every single time.
No matter what your legends say, you didn't sprout from the plains like the spring grasses, and you didn't coalesce out of the ether. You came out of the Minnesota woodlands, armed to the teeth, and set upon your fellow man. You massacred the Kiowa, the Omaha, the Ponca, the Oto, and the Pawnee without mercy. And yet you claim the Black Hills as a private preserve bequeathed to you by the Great Spirit.
And who gave us the guns and powder to kill our enemies? And who traded weapons to the Chippewa and others who drove us from our home?
Chief Sitting Bull, the proposition that you were a peaceable people before the appearance of the white man is the most fanciful legend of all. You were killing each other for hundreds of moons before the first white stepped foot on this continent. You conquered those tribes, lusting for their game and their lands, just as we have now conquered you for no less noble a cause.
This is your story of my people.
This is the truth, not legend.
So yeah, anyway, obviously there's a lot of bullshit that went back for a long time with a lot of people, and you're all retarded, and the indigenous people of Gaza are the Jews. All right, if you really want to look at indigenous people, the Jews have been living in Gaza long before anybody else. You know, and before them it was Canaan, and before then, who knows what, there was a flood, I guess. But like, it is truly insane that we need to do this. So Elizabeth Warren tweeted this. For 2 excruciating years, I called for the return of the hostages brutally kidnapped on October 7th, held in Gaza, but of course you couldn't accomplish anything until Trump showed up. That's just how it works. Today is a good day. Surviving Israeli hostages are finally home, reunited with their loved ones, thank God. I'm thinking of them and their families on this joyous day, praying for their full recovery. And JD Vance fucking killed her on the timeline. The president told me he did this on Indigenous Peoples Day in honor of you. I have never seen a murder this brutal. Oh my God, he murdered. Sorry, man. JD, Just Dance Vance, he's killing it. Anyway, back to everyone's favorite retard.
The ocean is that way. Y'all came over here and invaded peaceful lands.
It's not peaceful lands. This is easily the biggest fucking lie ever. Is that the Native Americans were an infinitely peaceful people. They weren't. Now, I'm not saying that this justifies killing them or anything, but they were the opposite. They were savage. They were. I'm not trying to be rude. They were, man. Are you fucking crazy? They scalped each other. They kept their scalps, bro.
You're still here, and you're in my front yard, and you're in my backyard, complaining and crying about me? You came to my neighborhood, dude.
Bro, no one's trying to deport indigenous people. It's not happening.
Check yourself.
So if any deals were made in the past, for instance, like the deal Mexico made with the United States when the United States bought Mexico, should
I
those
want them
rules
to
be
honor the
placed?
treaties, bro. They never honored no treaties. All of their fucking doctrines are garbage. They lie, steal, pillage. They never honored no treaties.
Wait, is this a Latino guy who thinks that it's stolen land from Mexico? From like the Mexico Empire? There's no fucking way. Oh my lord. You've got to be kidding me. Like, dude, these people are fucking retarded. Holy shit. Wake up. Wake up and live in reality for a second. This is insane.
I see you have this Antifa flag here. Are you worried about supporting Antifa now that they're declared a terrorist organization here?
There's a lot of misconceptions about Antifa. It's not an organization. You know.
Why do they all sound like this? I don't understand. Why? It's unbelievable. They all sound like...
The best way I can say is Antifa is a group of people that's standing up to do what's right.
How do you feel about... I speak good. I understand right from wrong. I do.
Ice.
It's a watermelon flag. It's because it's either because of Gaza or it's a racist against black people. I don't know what the watermelon flag is supposed to be, but like, dude, you gotta fucking, this is retarded.
I support the deportation of
dude, we literally have the gayest, most retarded terrorist organization of all time fucking up our streets.
Migrants, but
Who's illegal?
I would say anyone who came over the border illegally.
Yeah, but what does that even mean? If you had an illegal asylum claim,
that means people that are not legal in the country.
and now you're fucking in jail or deported, what is legal? That changes.
What is legal? What is legal? Fantastic question, sir. If I show up at the airport, all right, and I decide instead of actually asking questions from the customs officer, I fucking dive across the line on the ground, and I'm now in the country. Do you think they're just gonna be like, ah, fuck, he's in? Ah, shit, he's in. Nothing we can do about it. All right, maybe ICE will get him one day. Doubt it. Like, is that the play here?
At any moment, you could be considered illegal.
Dude, I'm telling you, this has to be some sort of media brain rot. Like, checkmate, atheists. Illegal is subjective. So we don't have to care about laws at all. Oh my god. Murder is illegal today, but murder could be legal tomorrow.
How not?
Because I was born here.
How can you prove that?
I have a birth certificate.
What if you lose that?
If I lose it, then I'll have to go
He has a social security number. It's in the system. Like, dude, why are we fucking doing this?
get another one.
What if they don't give you one?
And I'll be
And what if you are deemed illegal?
If I were deemed illegal, well, it wouldn't really happen because I was born
How
here,
could that
but-
not? Why?
Like, these people, they think they figured it out. They really figured out we're in that. Like, dude, he has a fucking this Gaza Palestine scarf. Like, dude, these people are insane.
I was born here.
How is anyone going to believe that if they decide that you're illegal?
There's a lot of evidence that I was born here, so I'm not too worried about that. But the deportation of someone who came over the border illegally, and that's a criminal, I do support.
Who's a criminal?
After being at this protest,
What is a criminal? These people need God. They need God. That's what I'm saying. They are little particles of dust floating in a nebulous, nihilistic existence without any form of any inclination of right or wrong at all. Like, dude, this is insane. We need to bring these people. We need to bring God back to the people ASAP, man. ASAP. This is crazy. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that everyone, I'm not forcing anything down anybody's throats or anything, but like, this is a purposeless, sad, pathetic existence with absolute subjective morality based on preference and hedonism. Like, this is insane. This is someone who has so little connection to the world, so little fulfillment in his life, that he needs to do this. Think about how sad that is, dude.
I went and met up with ICE to see how a deportation works and go along with a ride-along. Okay. Sounds good.
God damn!
Wow.
Yes.
Deal with all the time.
So now...
Imagine getting called a Nazi in the street. It's fucking insane.
So now I'm going in. So now we're gonna go show you guys another inside look as to what's going on. I figured it'll be good for both sides to see what's happening, for them and for the people that are in support of what's going on.
Yeah, so for the record, everyone just trying to cancel those Republican guys in college for leaking their Discord chat where they were making racist jokes. This is a million times worse. This is a million times worse.
Now they're yelling at me for going inside the building, but this is going to show more and more transparency for both sides, regardless whether you support ICE or don't support ICE. Now I have to go meet with some federal law enforcement to talk about the ICE ride-along. But before I go on the ride-along, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Opus Clip. Promise you guys, Opus Changer going out was found to be illegal here, and now he's going to be deported. They're chaining him up, and then transportation will come and get him in just a moment. And he was from Russia?
All right.
He is from Russia, correct.
He's been here how long illegally?
He's been here about...
Hey guys, look, it's a white guy that's getting deported. I guess they're not only going after brown and black people. Wow, look at that. Wow.
2 years or so.
That's weird. I would not think the first people we were going to find today was going to be a Russian.
Oh, you know what? They come in all colors.
They just out here catching Pokemon. It's like, yeah, man, sometimes you get yourself a Pikachu. Sometimes it's a Charizard, you know. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them fat, some of them women, some of them men.
Some of them, they look like this. They haunt my dreams.
Vladimir's going to...
Kind of looks like ICE isn't racist. They found a shiny illegal.
We'll take him back.
Probably will.
All right, what neighborhood are we in now?
This is in Elgin. There's a complex called the Marbury Apartments over here. In our immigration databases, there are a lot of people who are wanted by ICE in this location. And it's difficult to infiltrate this neighborhood just due to the fact that there's a lot of folks, as I said, who's wanted. But at the same time, they have scouts. They have people on the lookout for any type.
This is fucking insane. This is an actual terror network.
Any type of vehicles that might be associated with ICE, and obviously some are vehicles, some are tenants, some.
So they're all running defense for these guys, and then they blame them for using unmarked cars? They should be using unmarked cars. They absolutely should. Like, dude, there's an entire system to keep illegal people as leeches and parasites in our system. You gotta get these fuckers out.
Are not tenants, so we had to come up with creative ways to try to infiltrate what I call the hornet's nest.
Out of all the places you've been to while you get these deportations have been going on,
it's insane. He needs to blur the face of the ICE agents because the amount of hate they get.
What would you say Chicago is as far as it being harder to go through and find these people with? How many people are putting out notices of ICE in the areas?
I think it's hard. Both Chicago, since sanctuary cities or sanctuary states and cities, such as California and Chicago, it ranks. They're sort of neck and neck, but I'll just give the edge to Chicago, just due to the fact that we're dealing with the threat levels of the gangs and just the bounties that's wanted, and just the threat level of now people are putting Apple tags in government rides. So I think.
Oh my God! They're putting trackers on government cars. Dude, what are we doing? Dude!
Apple tags on your guys' vehicles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And how much are some of these bounties they're putting out for you guys?
There was a bounty for the BP officer, Greg, who was overseeing the BP operations, and it was like $10,000. It was $10,000.
And is that to kill you guys or just
putting fucking bounties on police officers? Dude, this should not exist. We don't have to live like this. We absolutely need to crack down on this shit. Like, we need law and order for our society to work. Dude, again, America was founded on basic Christian ethics, all right? If you read the Bible, even a little bit, the second chapter of the Bible, God said, don't eat from the tree. They ate from the tree, and they got punished. Okay, that's chapter 2. Had law and order. All right, it is a foundational principle for the world to function. It is insane. Nah, this is some commie shit. Get these guys out of there. Absolutely. Military, ICE, I support all of it. 1,000%.
Just to get you guys hostage?
Both. I think one was 10,000, the other one was 2,000. So just the threat level, I think, in Chicago is a little bit worse than that when it comes to like Los Angeles.
And right now, what are we specifically looking for as we are
threat level? Insane that we need to live like this, man.
Driving around.
Right now, we are inside this plaza called Elgin. So we have a lot of targets that frequent this area. So a lot of times what we'll do, we'll have methods to go about trying to apprehend our target locations in regards to this plaza.
And here inside Chicago, they have set up Instagram pages and Facebook pages letting people know inside the communities that ICE is there, making it harder for ICE to do their jobs. And ICE.
So why don't these people get arrested for aiding and abetting criminals escaping arrest? Like, I don't understand. I feel like we could be doing so much more. I feel like we could do so much more. And we need to treat them like the terrorist network that they actually are.
Had a targeted subject outside of this grocery store, and while we were...
And honestly, it's the media, it's the media, it's the influencers on the left, it's the actual politicians that are fighting and pushing back against ICE. Why the fuck? They should all go too. Nux, you sound like a fascist. No, I don't. No, absolutely not. Fascism is not when laws get enforced equally to all people. That's not fascism, okay? That is a basic functioning society. What happened to no one is above the law when y'all tried to arrest Trump? What are we doing here?
Waiting for him to leave the grocery store, we were surrounded by a group of vehicles from one of these groups who eventually started protesting.
Someone asked me, do you think Trump is going too hard with ICE? And I literally laughed and I said he's not going nearly hard enough. But anyway, it's a lot better than nothing. No, like I'm definitely happy. All right, don't get me wrong. I am super happy that he's the president. I like the guy. I'm happy he's president. But yeah, he could cook. He could cook even harder. They arrested thousands already, which is a huge W. But it could be tens of thousands. Because there's no reason to live like this. We do not need to live like this.
Inside of the parking lot, you can hear vague honking in the background, as that's a sign in one of their tactics to let everybody know around the plaza, and in the grocery store that ICE is out. Look, right now,
I'll be honest, I don't think that a day has gone by since Trump won the election that I didn't thank God that Trump won the election. I'll be real. I'll just be upfront with you guys. I don't think there has been a single time. But anyway,
you have some of these locals, these protesters that are trying to make it known that we are in the ICE vehicle. They even have kids holding out signs. They have the Mexican flags outside the windows. Okay. And they have kids holding signs back there. In a way, these guys are hindering a law enforcement investigation. Is this something somebody could be arrested for?
Yes.
We're still waiting for guidance to come down in regard to this type of activity.
Yeah, the government's so scared of doing it, I think. Because, like, again, you have to realize they're being framed as Nazi soldiers by literally arresting people that invaded our country illegally. How do you think they're going to be treated when they start arresting collaborators? Like, do you understand how insane that is? Like, the level. But I think at this point, they're trying to kill you anyway. Fucking go hard. Go all the way. Like, they're trying to kill you. They're trying to ruin you. They're calling you Nazis. What are they going to do? What's the next step? What's the next step past that?
So
I don't know. I think they need to get arrested for obstruction yesterday.
We'll know more here in the future as this type of activity keep on going on across the country.
And while we were waiting, other ICE agents had identified a vehicle with 5 illegal migrants, and watch what happened when they go to try and make the arrest.
All right, go ahead. We'll take it down. Come on, let's take it down.
Oh my God, he got an actual arrest. Oh damn, oh damn. Protesters, that's crazy. Oh my God, running defense.
Look, now you have all the protesters coming. He's right there.
Look at all that unemployment. It's really nice that ICE isn't shooting these people. I'll be real. If they were really Nazi Gestapo soldiers, Nah, dude. Nah, dude. They would not be letting this happen. How is this not obstruction? Every single one of these people needs to go to jail. It's insane.
Look, all the protesters showed up.
They all look the same. Oh my god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez.
That's insane. It's like actual NPC zombie hordes. And absolutely that's obstruction of justice. I don't know why we're taking this even remotely seriously. Like, come on, dude. Come on, -1 flag, don't worry. There's probably some billionaire funding them, making them plenty of flags. It's crazy that we need to live like this, man. We don't.
There they are, those two right there. Those two right there.
Oh, dude.
That kid right there, that kid, you got him right there.
Obviously illegal.
That lady hit our car, so if we had like more people, she would have got arrested.
Really? Yeah,
But it's
because
only-
multiple people hit the car. All those people jumped out of the car. They all started running, 5 different people, 5 different ways. They didn't catch any of them, and they're running right now.
See, that's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Like, think about the time that's wasted. The time, the effort, the energy, the money that goes into this, paying them for all this shit. Dude, that's crazy obstruction. Every single one of them should have gotten caught immediately. And if they were really Nazi Gestapos, oh, hell yeah, that would have happened. Are you crazy? Are you insane? Oh, my Lord. Nah, it's insane that we need to live like this. It's absolute insanity.
And right now, we got a bunch of people following us. We didn't get the guys, but we did get their car keys.
Yes, sir. That's what we did get.
So they won't be able to get back in their car.
Yes. And either...
Great. That's something. That's something. But it's not nearly enough. And it's insane that we need to live like this.
We'll try to get it to Elgin Police Department to notify them. We'll take it from there.
And how often does that happen when you guys hop out on somebody, then they all get loose?
We normally try to track them, and then if we don't catch up to them, we'll normally try to go back to see if there's any type of identification that they that fell out of them, and we'll try to get the keys out the car.
But man, those protesters, they started hitting. They hit the car multiple times, and they even snapped one of their wooden poles on the car.
Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with. I mean, you got the community.
That's crazy. That's absolute insanity. The media would never cover this. This wouldn't even remotely be in the media. What these poor ICE guys have to deal with to actually get these people out of our country. Which, again, is the mandate of the people. You remember, Trump got elected on the promise of mass deportations. If you cared about democracy, you would support Trump here, right? Like, the country voted him in for this. And now they are fighting against the democratic mandate of the people. Insanity. Insanity that we need to put up with this.
You've had that. Like, that's
it is depressing that not every single one of those protesters that ran defense got rounded up and thrown into jail. It is honestly depressing. I don't know, man. Trump needs to go even harder, man. He's not going even harder. He's not going hard enough. Let him cry, let him scream, let him squeal, let them tweet that everyone's a Nazi. Bro, they're already trying to kill us.
What it is, so that's why we had to have different countermeasures to try to deal with the situation that you guys just seen just now.
Our car wasn't able to get anybody. The car behind us, the white car, they do got somebody back there right now. But what do you guys feel like when you do see a large group of a community coming out trying to stop you guys from deporting somebody who came to the country illegally?
I just think it's unfortunate because with the community trying to come out and trying to hinder our operations, unfortunately the community doesn't know that some of these people are have criminal records, and unfortunately,
You're being way too nice about this. They are aiding and abetting criminals. They are illegal aliens in this country, and they should be deported, every single one of them, because they broke into the country illegally. That's the mandate of the people. It's completely legal, and that's what he was voted in for. So no, you don't need to be nice to them. You don't need to play defense for them. They're terrorists that are aiding and abetting criminals, obstructing law enforcement, and I don't give a fuck if they think that they're doing okay or if they're, deluding themselves into thinking that they're actually just and also another gender. I don't care. I literally don't care. There is an actual threat in our country, all right, and it needs to be rooted out.
it just sucks going back to the whole city of Chicago with the mayor not cooperating with us. He's hiding the criminals, so unfortunately everybody's getting caught up in this situation.
And because are you guys just going after anybody and everybody, or for instance that car that we had, the red car, who was in that car?
It was a targeted enforcement. We did our homework in regard to the subject. He was wanted. We tried to effectuate the arrest, but due to the community, they make it hard to try to apprehend these individuals.
Because, for instance, that guy was a deportee. He had once been deported. He came back in the country illegally. Therefore, he is suitable to be deported again?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll just reinstate his final order, and that's a misconception that's going on out here as well. Everybody saying they're asking for warrants, but a lot of time the individuals out here already have a final order. So all we're doing is just making the arrest to effectuate the reinstatement order, and then they'll be deported.
The protesters were hitting, and they did dent the front of the car, and then they also did scrape up the back as well. The mayor here, Mayor Johnson.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Why are we doing this? Why are we living like this? Exodus 23, 1 and 2. You shall not spread a false report. You shall not join hands with a wicked man to be a malicious witness. You shall not fall in with the many to do evil, nor shall you bear witness in a lawsuit siding with the many as so to pervert justice. And I feel like we're really dealing with these mobs. These mobs of people that are obstructing justice, that are falling into the groupthink of the woke retards, the progressive bullshitters in society. They hop in together and they're like, we're all gonna gather together. We're gonna scream together that the other guy is a Nazi and evil. And it's insane. It is absolute insanity. They want so much absolute control. So much absolute control over everyone with their perverted worldview that honestly, it's disgusting. I have an ICE agent in chat. Hi. God bless you. Absolutely, God bless you. All right, stay safe out there. But yo, that is where we're at. That is literally where we're at. We're at a society where you have one part that actually wants to uphold basic law and order and make our country actually work. And then we have another part that is quite honestly trying to kill us. It's insane.
And Governor Pritzker here, they're going totally against Donald Trump out here. And what does that do to you guys?
Unfortunately, it makes our job even harder. It makes the safety level a little bit higher, elevated with the threats that we're dealing with the community, because everybody think they can help stop the enforcement because they're trying to hinder our investigative and trying to hinder our arrests. But it's still not stopping. It's just another element to the situation where we have to fight the community as well. So
the mayor's saying you guys are putting their lives at risk, but meanwhile, by him doing that, they're also putting your guys' life at risk.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only our lives at risk, but it's just putting the general public at risk as well. Once again, since the mayor don't want to cooperate with ICE, he's hiding the people who have criminal records. Unfortunately, with his actions, it's helping them hide in the community. So therefore, it makes our job even harder because he's hindering hindering that part in regard to us trying to track these individuals. And so it just add another layer with the community and add another layer trying to apprehend the criminals as well.
And now they're putting bounties on people like you.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate because once again, when you're out there telling people to hit record, they take it to another level where they think they can just impede our arrest. So it makes our threat even a little bit higher, because now when we're trying to do an arrest, we have people that trying to approach us, and it's fine to record, but when you come at arm's length, that makes us a little bit dangerous, because now we don't know if you got a weapon. We don't know your motive for what you're trying to do in regards.
And the retard mayor and retard governor, they need to face justice too. It's insane. I don't know, man. Whip out the tasers or some shit. I don't know why we need to live like this.
To the arrest.
And while we left this area, we were...
Bro's like, yeah, it's unfortunate. They have a bounty on their head. They're trying to kill us. Unfortunate? Unfortunate? Bro, what do you mean unfortunate? That's very bad. Like, that's very, very bad. Like, no. It's not unfortunate. That is completely untenable to have a functioning society where you have hoodlums and terrorists putting bounties on the head of law enforcement officers individually. Nah, that's crazy.
Tracked down by another protester.
There's a lot of criminals that you're trying to protect too.
Okay, but y'all are ripping innocent people at the car. Record me. I don't give a what up.
Innocent people that broke into the country illegally.
Why you gotta cuss? Hey, how about
he recorded me?
Hey, how about you talk to your mayor? Hey, if you talk to your mayor, then things will be a little bit different.
Our governor don't want you guys here. Never mind our mayor. It's our governor.
Okay, he's protecting the criminals.
I can look at whoever I want to look at.
Hey,
y'all can't even show your whole faces. Y'all got masks on but want to talk to me.
Because they're putting bounties on them. This is crazy.
Y'all are mad scary. Can't show your name, nothing of your identity, but want to be worried about other people.
Well, if you talk to your governor instead of protecting the criminals, then everything, all this madness.
They're not all criminals. You guys raided houses.
If they're illegal in the country, they're criminals. I don't care about your platitudes. Dude, I love how she's just standing there in the distance like a fucking oblivion NPC. Stop, you violated the law. Just a retard in the bushes in the distance. Just some random liberal woman screaming her random platitudes of social justice.
In Chicago, pulling out American citizens, traumatizing children who are citizens of the United States. How is that?
You know what? I'll be real here. This is absolutely the illegals' faults. All right, if they would have self-deported or come in here legally, none of these children would be traumatized. All right, none of it would happen. None of it. Absolutely none of it. All right, so you can blame them for using those children as their human shields. All right, get them the fuck out. Like, we literally, anyone that operates under normal cognitive reasoning would come to this conclusion. Right? Like, how could you possibly come to any other conclusion? They opened the borders for 4 years. Hundreds of thousands of illegals, millions of illegals poured into the fucking country. We gotta get them out. They're not legal here. All right, they're rapists, they're terrorists, and honestly, it doesn't even matter because they're not legal. They gotta go. All right, they didn't go. Now you're defending them and making it harder to get rid of them. You are making this worse. You are the one sowing chaos.
You're clueless.
All right, we're gonna go make an arrest right now. They have a guy.
You can't talk to these people. They're so emotionally captured by the random platitude spewing empaths of retard bullshitters and propagandists in society. You cannot even communicate with them.
Guy right here we go. This guy is here illegal, and they've already detained him. This was a much easier detain right here. This guy didn't even fight.
Bye.
There was no other protesters here. The officer just moved in. The guy accepted it. This guy obviously probably knew what his potential fate was here in the United States as he was here illegally. He accepted it. He completely followed the orders of the ICE agents, and now he has now been arrested, detained, and then he will be then deported.
Yeah, this is journalism, by the way. It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up.
And where was that guy who we just arrested from?
He is from Kazakhstan. He's currently in proceedings with a future court date. So we picked him up basically to expedite his court date so he can have his day in court.
Because are people showing up to their court proceedings right now?
Not everybody's showing up, no.
So there is like empty slots per se. Like, for instance, tomorrow there might be court proceedings and 5 out of 10 people might not show up.
Correct, yes.
And then you can expedite the last person who we just picked up.
And ensure that he goes through his court proceedings, yes.
You went straight from Kazakhstan to Chirac. What a crazy level. What a crazy story. What a story.
So that's why we're picking him up. You know, we're pushing him through the detained court setting, which is a lot faster. He'll probably see his judge within 30 days.
And something I found interesting, you hear a lot of people say like, well,
and you wouldn't have to wait in prison for those 30 days if you just didn't come in here illegally. That's a skill issue, my friends. Literally, don't come in illegally. Like, guys, don't come in illegally.
ICE is doing targeting arrests. They're asking people for their documentations on the spot. They're going to the homes. They're breaking down doors. But everything I've seen so far today has just been targeted arrest. Trying to identify the person, it hasn't been like pick and choose per se.
Wow, it's almost like they're not just rounding up random brown and black people or something.
Correct, right. We're not kicking down doors. We're doing target enforcement. You know, we're making sure that they're in the system, that they have criminal records, and there's a need to pick these people up and put them back in detention settings.
All right, right here we have another person. He is illegal.
Oh, shit. Senor, identificación. Senor, identificación. Sure. Senor, let me ask you, habla inglés or no?
I do.
Okay, all right. You have papers in the United States?
Have my ID, driver's license.
Okay, but you have any type of paperwork identifying yourself in the United States?
That's what I have.
Right. So, ¿de dónde eres, señor?
I'm from Guatemala.
You're from Guatemala?
Yes.
All right.
¿Tiene papeles to be in Estados Unidos, sí or no?
Yes, that's what I have.
What type of papeles, señor?
I have my driver's license and my ID.
Sí, legal.
That's what I have.
Vamos, let's go.
And these blue fucking states give them driver's license when they're not even legal in the country. Unbelievable. Dude, that's insanity. It's crazy that you have to live like this. Oh my God. And this person votes. All right, this is someone in the country, probably illegally. He was given a driver's license, and I'm sure he votes.
Step up. No, step up.
Come on.
Señor, vamos. Vamos. Vamos, step up. No,
can
vamos.
I pull out?
No, vamos, señor, get out. Vamos, señor. C'est legal, see?
What about my wallet?
Now they have this man under arrest.
All right, well, that's crazy.
How long have you been in the United States for? ¿Cuánto tiempo lleva aquí en los Estados Unidos?
Damn, bro, speak Spanish?
About...
We got one arrest. Y'all following the van?
I read it to not speak.
¿Qué está pensando en este momento?
My glasses. About my glasses.
That's what worries you most?
Yes. Because I wear contact glasses.
Are you worried about being deported now?
I right to remain silent.
You do have the right to remain silent.
I have right to silence. Wow, this sounds like Nazi Germany.
I have a driver's license.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy that that's his defense.
No. ID. Right, but the driver's license doesn't give you any status here in the United States.
So he did have a driver's license, however, that does not give you legal status here.
Think how insane is it that he even has a driver's license? Like, the fact that we need to go this extra step means that these blue states and blue cities are literally giving driver's licenses to people illegal in the country. They are not eligible for them, but they get them anyway. It's insane. It's insane. It's absolute chaos. And he absolutely could vote. Oh, not legally, but he votes.
Inside the United States. So why did you detain him, and why did you make the arrest on him? Because you were asking for his papers. He said I had my ID, driver license. What does that mean?
So he became targeted. We was doing research in regards to our databases, targeted information. So we had ran across Abraham. He was driving a vehicle. So we did our checks. In regards to our checks, we found out that he was legal in the country. We run our databases. He has certain
wow, it's almost like they're not just rounding up brown and black people or something, and the media literally lies.
Benefits going on, but that didn't preclude him from removal.
Even if you do have a driver license, that does not make you legal here?
No, not at all. So my approach, I approached the driver door. I wanted to see if he was going to admit to him being illegally here in the country. So I asked him if he had any type of paperwork in the country. He provided me a state license, and that state license does not allow him to be have legal status inside the United States in Chicago, Illinois.
After this, will he be deported then, this guy?
For him, he's going to be called what we call an EWI, so therefore he'll be put in an NTA proceeding, 240 proceeding, and he'll be able to see a federal judge. So, or not a immigration judge, sorry about that.
So an immigration judge will then decide whether or not he stays or goes.
Yes.
Wow, that kind of sounds like due process to me.
So with these deportations, it's complicated because this guy right here, he had an ID, but that does not make him legal here in the United States. He came over here illegally. He's from Guatemala. He told one of the officers over here. The officer just said he'll have the right to go before a judge, and a judge, immigration court, will decide what happens with him after this. And another thing to think about with these deportations.
Someone in my chat just said no ID voting. You have to understand how crazy this is. So California, for example, had no ID voting. So these people would come in illegally and they would still vote. All right? That's insane. All right? That's first. Second of all, this person has ID. He literally has ID. He would go to vote. He would show his driver's license. And he would vote illegally because he's illegal in the country and he doesn't have the right to vote. But he would do it anyway. Like, dude, you have to understand. Okay, a lot of people don't understand the actual lore here. The left is a self-defeating system. They incentivize their women not to have families, not to get married. They don't need no man, abort their children, don't have kids. So how do they breed? How do they grow? They also tell kids to castrate themselves, change genders, castrate yourselves, go on meds, every medication on the planet. All right. So they're obviously not growing in population purely due to, actual families. So they do it through propaganda. The colleges are all super left. Every single college, every single school, they're mega leftoids, actually trying their best to brainwash people. It is a vampiric system where they only actually grow through vampirism. That's one. And two, importing millions of illegals. Propaganda and mass immigration are literally the two-step process to molest our country. All right? So you have to understand, the best way for the left to win an election is to flood the country with illegal immigrants that we can't count or calculate, that could vote in states where you don't need ID, or they could get IDs illegally and then vote in states that do require ID to steal the country. Because these people are gonna obviously vote for the pro-illegal immigrant party, right? They're not gonna vote for the party that wants to deport them. They're gonna vote for the party that wants to bring in their cousins. Do you understand how corrupt this system is? The bias, the evil, and now they make everything a Trump issue. Everything is a Trump issue. Trump is evil. He's a Nazi. He's Hitler because he's deporting these people. Now, so your average normal guy that isn't invested in politics and doesn't read this stuff and doesn't think about that too deeply, maybe, yeah, the poor 20-year abuela is getting deported. But you have to understand what's fucking happening.
The reason why these are happening is because of what happened underneath the 4 years underneath the Biden administration, where over 10 million people were able to come into the country unvetted, and now you have to see extreme measures being taken here in the streets of places like Chicago and other places in the United States because of the mass amount of people that came in. That's why they're having mass deportations now, because of the mass amount of people that came into the country illegally. So if the problem wasn't first started, you wouldn't have this problem today. And now you can see underneath Donald Trump, the Trump administration, the border crossings are down to nearly zero. So it was a problem that could have been solved, but they never stopped it. And now you have mass deportations. You had a mass immigration. Now you have mass deportations here in the United States. Now he's in transportation to the ICE detention facility center, and an immigration judge will determine what happens with his future here in the United States. After I had finished my ride along, I checked my phone and it was blown up full of death threats from people from inside of these communities. And they had also posted my face all over these Facebook pages.
Oh my God, dude.
Side of these communities.
Okay, so I get the death threats too. Whatever, that's no big deal. I say no. I've been desensitized to people wanting to kill me. That's where we're at. Anyway, update Nick Shirley, a white nationalist influencer. Why is ICE working with him? This has to be super illegal. No, he's a journalist. Why is it illegal for him to take a ride with ICE agents? That's insane. White national, and then they'll slander you, and then they'll try to kill you.
They had also posted.
I actually just got one of those today. It's a classic example of first they slander you to justify your death, and then they try to kill you. It's literally the two-tier attack of the leftoids these days. That's literally where we're at. Let me see if I can find it. This literally just it was a banger. It was like normally they try to hide it, but they were actually pretty upfront about it, which I respect. So whatever. This is Hassan crying about how yeah, obviously there are terrorists at protests, but also there's not terrorists at protests, and it's Trump's fault. We hate this administration for refusing to fix the cost of living, blah blah blah. So I said, yeah, I'm a terrorist. Yeah, I abuse my dog, but I'm a terrorist dog abuser under your watch, so it's your fault. Yeah, it's Trump's fault that there are terrorists that are in the country because of Trump. So this guy says, you are a pedophile. You should be shocked over and over till you know. Right? So it's false allegation, then death threat. It's every time. It's every single time. Also, not a pedophile. And literally a death threat. Like, it's in one tweet. It's crazy how many of them there are, though. And it's every day, and it's hundreds. So it's slander to justify killing you, and then the death threat, and then hopefully someone will kill you. And that's what's happening to him right now.
My face all over these Facebook pages saying that I was some insider working for ICE, when in reality, I'm just a journalist who did a ride-along with ICE to show more transparency and to show people what's actually happening with these ICE deportations. And then later that night, I went to the ICE facility to see what was happening as more protests took place. So right now you have Cook County Sheriff Office out here. They've created a line outside of this building, and you have all the protesters here. You see signs like Abolish ICE, United We Stand, Afuera. It's a little wild out here right now. You have a lot of people. Right now they get mad at this guy because he has a speaker out, and they do have a curfew at 6 p.m. They cannot be protesting here on the street. They're saying this is an unlawful assembly right now, and they're telling everybody they need to disperse.
Like it is.
This is actually the state Illinois police. Let's see what's going to happen. Right now you have people yelling at ICE.
My Mexican father has more balls than all of ICE put together.
Bro, your Mexican father has like 2,000 balls? Anyway, they should deport him.
And right here you have a line of Antifa.
Him and all of his balls! Get him out!
Looks like they're going to be making a resistance line right here. The police right here. Who knows what's going to happen. You do have people in black bloc right now. They're forming a line. At this protest here, they have everything. You have snacks, water, chips. You have...
Bro, they have fucking organized snack bars for protesters and terrorists. Oh my god, dude, this is crazy. We don't have to live like this.
Pizza, Coke, Sprite, whatever you want, they got it right here. Look, they have everything here. You have two groups right now. You have the police right here, and then you have a group of Antifa right here. They're acting like they're gonna hold the line, but they keep moving back. The more police officers move as well.
This is an unlawful assembly. You will be arrested. Disperse now.
Antifa's still holding a line right here.
Until 6 p.m.
All right, Antifa has decided to hold the line right here. And now
literally arrest them. I don't know, like, and you're gonna tell me Antifa's not an organization? They have the same chants, the same gatherings, the same clothes, the same flags. Like, what are we doing?
People are
I don't know why we're not arresting all of these people. Like, yeah, it's an unlawful assembly. You have to leave, go to jail. You don't leave jail. It's not fascism. It's basically upholding the law.
And stuff. All right, they're gonna make.
They should bring a bus and fill the bus.
Some arrests. All right, there you go.
Get back!
Back it up! Back up!
All right, there you go. One. Oh shit, they got like 3 or 4. They're dragging. Oh my god. Yeah, she was, dude, this is classic. All right, so they try to drag this guy away. She stops them. This is what we call obstruction of justice. She's squealing, guys. She's squealing. Quick, burn the Constitution.
Now you
burn the Constitution, guys. They literally let her go because of her Karen sounds. Bro, throwing rocks at them?
People are starting to throw stuff. People are crying. The police are not.
Dude, throwing a rock at a police officer is using deadly force.
Pull them back. Now that you have the last line of Antifa that had got arrested, you have a new line that stepped up, and then you have the Illinois State Police right here.
God, dude, this is insane. They're just trying to. Every single one of these people is obstructing, right? Like, what are we doing?
Who knows what'll happen? All hell's gonna break loose. What makes you want to stand here in the front line?
Because these are our brothers and sisters. These are our family, our community. We're all part of humanity.
These are literally brainwashed troglodytes, and they all need to go to an asylum. These are
our family, our community. We're all part of humanity. And
your family isn't paying rent, and unfortunately, they have to go.
It's a tragedy what's happening.
What's the tragedy? That they invaded our country, and now you guys are being bitches?
And if we don't fix this now, we will not be able to fix it.
I hope not. I sure hope you're not going to be able to fix. What do you mean fix this? You want our country to be taken over by foreigners? No thanks.
Are you not worried about the police arresting you here?
It's my duty to be out here.
It's my duty to be out here. I'm telling you, these are people that have no fulfillment in their lives. They have no fulfillment in their lives. Look how sad this is. Completely unfulfilled people. Feel like they have no purpose. No family, no children, no husband, no job, no religion, no way to connect to anything. And this is their way to connect. So sad, honestly. It's so pathetic.
If we don't fix it now, it won't be fixed for your generation. It won't be fixed for your children's generation.
I sure hope not.
It's going to take us decades to bring justice around.
Sir,
hopefully you never bring it back.
What do you think about this protest here?
I think it's pretty stupid.
Well, why do you think it's stupid?
Well, because the law enforcement is out here trying to defend our country by getting the migrants out. And what's happening is you got a bunch of people who have been ill-informed or have basically drank the Kool-Aid that are doing things that they think are right but are actually very wrong.
What do you think about the police officers moving these protesters after 6 p.m.?
I believe that they have whatever mandate and orders that they have, and I believe that the public should follow them. I don't think that there is going to be an issue with people peacefully protesting or speaking their mind. But when you start to ignore the orders of police officers, it becomes a problem.
And why do you think here in America people think they can just push the police and get away with it?
Because for so long there's been nothing done about it. They just do it, and then the next...
Complete facts. Absolute, complete, and utter facts. 1,000%.
This guy does it and does it and does it, and nobody goes to jail, no one gets arrested.
That's why you need to enforce the law. If you don't enforce the law, then people just keep breaking it.
And now people are starting to realize that if you touch the police and you break the law, you're going to go to jail. This administration is not playing around. These are...
Well, they're playing... Look, they're not playing around a lot. But they could go harder.
Federal workers and state workers, they need to be protected, just like everybody else needs to be protected. So if you're going to come down here and assault these police officers and assault federal officers, what are you going to do to regular citizens? That means you have no moral compass. And if you don't have a moral compass, it's a problem.
Everyone's chanting right now, the people united will not be defeated. Now the police are moving up, and now something's about to break out. Now you actually have the police chanting, move back.
Damn. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God damn. These people with their cameras, they really feel like they're doing something. No, that's a special one.
You have two sides just completely yelling at each other. You have these people over here. You have these people over here as well. They're pointing people out. They're saying this is an unlawful assembly. They will start arresting people.
15 people arrested. All right, well, love to hear it, I guess. Yeah, no, I'll link this in the description. No, this is it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. Anyway, the Elite Four and the champion looking at us, getting ready for absolute devastation. You are not ready to face their might. Their might is something the likes of which we have never seen before. But I believe we should up those numbers. So yeah, no, anyway, in my opinion, jail, and then deport. That's my opinion. You call me heartless. I call myself pragmatic and based. And also, you're a sissy and a bitch. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed. God bless America. I'm just saying. You know what happened when the snake tricked Eve into sinning? God said you will slither on your belly for the rest of eternity and eat only mud. And he chopped his legs off. Let that be a lesson to the people that whisper bullshit into other people's ears. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.